Hello and welcome to yet another edition of CSO Alert, your weekly roundup of all things important in the world of cybersecurity. Over the years, ransomware has grown from a mild annoyance to a major crisis, deeply entwined with top-secret agencies and international intrigue. CSO has compiled a list of the biggest ransomware attacks of the past half-decade, which does a good job of telling the story of ransomware as it's grown. Do take a look at it. It all started with CryptoLocker, which burst onto the scene in 2013 and opened the age of ransomware on a grand scale. Within a year, though, a new threat arose. Tesla Script targeted ancillary files associated with video games, maps, downloadable content, and the like. In the late 2015 and early 2016, ransomware Android infections spiked almost fourfold, and it was because of a ransomware called Simple Locker. And of course, who can forget the wrath of WannaCry and Petya ransomware, which took place a few months back. Alright, let's face it. Traditional antivirus can't keep pace with today's threats. Cylance, an innovative security startup, is using artificial intelligence to change the security game. CSO recently interviewed Cylance founder and chief scientist Ryan Perme to understand better how AI can impact security. Ryan Perme said that an AV researcher may see 10,000 viruses in a career. Today, there are over 700,000 per day. Machine learning is the only way to combat today's attackers. Cylance models runs on commodity hardware and can identify malicious programs with an accuracy of 99.7%. Security and risk experts at Gartner offer 5 reasons why companies should take a fresh look at security policies. First, the average distributed denial of service, that's DDoS, peak attack size increased 26% in Q1 2017 compared to the previous quarter, according to VeriSign. A growing millennial workforce is changing the technology expectations and work behaviors that affect security policies and standards. Security experts also suggest making a spreadsheet of all security policies and grading them on a scale of 1 to 5 to keep a check on which security policies are working out and which are not. Forrester mobile threat researchers have identified 5 new threats to mobile device security that can impact the business. These threats talk about enterprise-class spyware, mobile botnets, ad and click fraud, IoT, and dead apps. Security researchers recommend that security software be installed on every mobile device. Adding to this, user behavior awareness and training should continue to evolve with the threats. Now, the CISO owns the core infrastructure that makes the network run. The CIO owns the applications that run on that infrastructure and the business processes they support. As businesses learned security was more than overall business risk than simply a function of technology, the reporting chain for CISOs started to move outside the CIO's organization, and CISOs began to report to the CEO, CFO, or the COO. But there's an interesting scene playing out in the enterprise today. We may soon see the CIO reporting to the CSO. However it shakes out, it's going to be fun to watch the game unfold. And on that note, we wind up this edition of CSO Alert. Do follow us at csoonline.in or click the eye icon on the top right corner of this video to get the details on the stories we've covered. We are on social, of course. Do take a look at our Facebook and Twitter links. You'll find them at the bottom of the screen right here. We'll be back with more next week. Until then, stay secure.